All right, who am I here with?
Jayveerh White.
Uh, is there any other name you like me to call you for the video or no?
Jig works, yeah.
Your age, what school you went to, of course, and your sport?
Uh, I'm 18 years old, go to Sharon, and I'm a football player and a track athlete.
Before we start, do you have anything you'd like to say to any potential coaches watching?
That I'm just a hard worker, that's all I have to say.
All right, so you said you went to Sharon. When did you move to Sharon? Have you been here your whole life, or
Yeah, I've been going to Sharon my whole life.
when did you start playing football?
I started playing football when I was 6. My dad signed me up, and it's been good ever since.
What was the first team you ever played for?
The Shenango Valley Titans,
Alright.
which the team doesn't exist anymore, but
So,
a lot of players from around this area played on that team.
So was it like an all-star team, like an offshoot team, not from the city, or?
It was like a just a community team. It was NPA, but we played in Ohio League, so
Okay.
yeah, we played against good players too.
When was the first year of playing football that you realized this is what you wanted to do?
Probably my first year playing football. My first game that I ever got in, my first carry I scored a touchdown. So I'm like, I like this. So yeah.
All right. Your first ever carry, you got a touchdown. How was that feeling?
It felt good. It was against the Patriots were a good team in that league. So I was in when we were down by a lot, but it still felt really good. Had a nice stiff arm and got like a 10-yard touchdown.
Oh, so it was a memory that'll stick with you for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you said you were 18, you just graduated. You furthering your career at the collegiate level, or?
Yeah, I'll be attending Baldwin Wallace University to play running back.
How do you feel about being, given a scholarship and being given the opportunity to play at a higher level?
It feels real good. Just happy that coaching staff believes in me, and I feel ready to just continue to put in work.
When's your first game?
I don't know at the moment, but sometime in August.
All right. How many games are during the season? Is it longer than the high school season, or?
It's just about the same. So there's 10 games, but there'll be a bye week in there somewhere.
Okay. Well, that's the next chapter of your career. I would say, could you walk us through the early stages of your career? Any big successes early on, like any youth championships? You win any awards, or?
So, in youth football, I got a chance to play in the championship. Never came out on top.
How do you feel playing in those championships as a younger athlete, despite you never winning one?
It still felt good to go to a championship, play in one, and it felt good because I was a big part of the reason why. So it always feels good. Yeah.
So you always been the star player on your team, one of them. It seems like.
Yeah, most of them, but some cases I fell to second or third, but great athletes. Sharon.
Is there was one specific, I would say co-athlete, not opponent, that, from your age group that you'd like to shout out that you feel, competes with you, or has you slightly beat or anything like that? Or do you feel, you just blow all the local competition out the water?
There's so many good players from where I'm from. I can list. I'll just give a top 3 that I like to watch. I like the way they play. I like Kylan Wilson's game. He's a great player. Colin Summers, another great player. He beat us. And I would say Jayveerh White. He's a real versatile player, and I like that.
Hopefully we get to interview some of these guys as well. But making your way from midget and, youth football up to middle school and high school, how do you feel your game and your career changed overall? And, how far did you get with, success during your high school years?
So, coming up from midgets and stuff, I was always like the star player of the team, something like that. So I faced a little adversity going into my middle school year. I ended up losing the position battle, so I had to move to receiver. So that was a hard time for me, lost a little bit of the love for the game, but coming from my freshman year, I was just motivated to try to make a name for myself in high school football. And it took time, but by the time my junior year rolled around, I was a big part of the team. So I would say just stay patient and it'll come to you if you put in the work.
That's a great message. I feel a lot of young players, 9th and 10th grade, they don't really get the opportunity to show their skills on the varsity level, so then they kind of don't feel they should be playing the game, but you got this feeling and stuck it out, and then you ended up being, a really big part of the team and one of the stars that helped you guys get as far as you did. What do you feel your best season was as a Tiger?
My best season was by far probably my senior year. Ended up winning co-region player of the year, and I just put in so much time and work, and I dedicated the season for my mom that passed away. So that, I think it was such a memorable season, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Did that give you another boost to your career? Did you feel you had more of a purpose now to show your skills, or did it make you want to quit playing football, or how did that affect you on the field level?
It just made me want to go harder. It just I need something to help me cope. So that's a good way to help, and I know that she's watching me and she's proud of me. So that was a really memorable moment.
I would feel, of course, she's already proud of you. The more that you do in your life, then. All right. Did you play both sides of the ball in high school or growing up, or were you just a strictly offensive player, or?
Yeah, so I always grew up playing DB as well. So, that's just a position that I love as well, and it was kind of a hard choice to pick between running back and defensive back on what I wanted to play, but I feel like my skill set is just better at running back. And I played a little slot, stuff like that too during my high school career.
I know you've received your scholarship to play running back, correct? Do you believe that you're gonna play defense as well? If if coach came to you and was like, Jayveerh, we need you on the other side of the ball, are you willing to hop in and guard somebody, or you just want to save all your talents for one side of the field?
I'm preferably a running back, but if it came down to it, getting on that field, I would never turn down the opportunity to get on the field. So
that's a good attribute to have. Do anything it takes to win. Now, for during a season, what is the most important goal for you? Is it to get a win? Is it to stay over the negative? Is it to get a championship? Is it to just play the game and have fun, or why? What is your reasoning to play the sport while you're on the field?
I say getting a win to me is really important. I try to be a leader for my team, and I would think a lot of people on my team, teammates and stuff, would say I'm a really good leader, and it's just a real stress reliever for me whenever when I'm on the field, and it's just so fun. So I play it to have fun, to win, and just to be a leader.
All right. Has there been any specific coaches or trainers or somebody from athletic department through your career that really made a big impact on you that you would if you made it to the NFL or another high level professional football league that you would give shout outs to, or you feel helped propel you into the player you are right now? Or do you feel it was all self work? Do you feel it was maybe somebody at home or who helped you become the player that you are? All right. Who would you say were any specific people, or what actually motivates you to get on the field and put in the extra work to become a better player and a better athlete in person in general? Would it be a coach, a family member, just yourself waking up and wanting to improve at the game, or what pushes you to be better?
So I would say what pushes me to be better is like past failure. So like going from being at the highest of highs in football, then going to the lowest of lows, you start to like, when you're at the lowest of lows, you start to like wonder like, what's going on? Am I the same player that I used to be? And maybe it's just like that you weren't working hard enough, that you're not getting the same results that you were. So yeah, I would say that motivates me to go to the field and grind when nobody else will and stuff like that. But also, I've been blessed to be around like a lot of inspirational influences, like my mom, my dad, my uncle Justin, and countless other people that, it's too many people to name, but there's countless people who helped me and pushed me.
All right, what are your goals for after your collegiate season? What are your plans for after it's over? What do you think you see yourself doing?
I'm going to school to study communication so I could be a sports anchor or a sports broadcaster. So that would be good. But if there's an opportunity to continue playing, I would like to pursue that.
All right. Do you see yourself, if you happen to not get drafted by the NFL, do you see yourself pursuing like, arena football, the XFL, or another professional league like that? Vita, stop. Oh, damn.
I would probably wouldn't try to go for arena football because I don't think it would feel the same. But I think I would try the USFL or the XFL.
Those are pretty good options as well. Well, I would say tell everybody where they can find your highlights at if they want to follow your career and your social medias and I'll say everything to get people watching you.
If you want to find my highlights or something, you could just look up my name at Jayveerh White on YouTube, and I should have some highlight videos that come up from as far as midgets to high school. So that's a good way if you want to see my highlights.
All right. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers, before we end the video?
I would just say, no matter if it's sports or anything, just be dedicated to what you want to do. Don't be scared to go the extra mile to reach your goals.